How to create a vertical garden city? When it comes to learning about it, there is a great master of 20th century, none other than Le Corbusier. In 1952, Le Corbusier completed his first vertical garden city, Unité de Habitation. It was the first building of its kind with vertical function incorporated into the structure. Not only is it one of the most influential buildings ever constructed, but it has also generated more controversy than any other building. This building represents a unique blend of mathematics, climate consideration, and functionality. On the roof, Corbusier designed an open gym, garden, walking track, and a cafe. Unité de Habitation is a compact building supported on pillars measuring 137 meter in length, 24 meter in depth, and 56 meter in height. Corbusier designed this building just after the end of the Second World War, stating that it could be placed in any location in the world and witnessed any climate. However, his insistence on the single architecture type for the entire world later sparked controversy. Corbusier placed Unité de Habitation in an open garden on pillars on the outskirts of the main city. Corbusier created this building with his old design principles in mind, which he had previously employed in Villa Savoye. His 5 principles, horizontal window, roof garden, pilotis, which are pillars, free flow planning, and open facades, were implemented in Unité de Habitation. Another major design principle of the building is brise soleil, where Corbusier utilized sun shading devices to protect the interior from the direct sunlight. He employed a modular system to create these sun shading devices using human proportion in their design. Corbusier was the first architect who implemented the concept of double skin into the building. To design the Unité de Habitation, Corbusier developed a system in which individual cells could be assembled to create a dwelling for different sizes. Initially, he listed 23 different types of clusters, but later he designed one ideal block for each apartment, which is double height and an opening on the both sides, east and the west side. He suspended the cluster within the frame. Let's try to understand the section of the building. It becomes evident that Corbusier added a corridor on every third floor, with the house being double height, facing both sides of the apartment, facilitating cross ventilation. These double height floors are interconnected through indoor staircases with proportions derived from the human proportion of 2.23 meter in height. Corbusier arranged 337 apartments of different sizes in the building. By extracting one unit from the building, one can understand its arrangement within the structure. Corbusier also considered the sun as an important element of the design, placing the building facing east and west with the north side left blind to block the cold winds. Protecting the house from the west sun was always challenging, so Corbusier incorporated sun shading concept into the building to shield it from the direct sunlight. He added balconies on both sides of the house, each adorned with a large glass wall, acting as a natural source of light inside the house. Cross ventilation further enhances the house suitability to the climate. Typically, while designing the city, we always use the function on the ground, but here Corbusier uses the vertical arrangement. He placed all the supported functions above the ground. While in this building, corridors are working as streets on every third floor. The 7th and the 8th floor house a shopping center, including fish, butcher, milk, fruit and vegetable shops, as well as bakery, pharmacy, barber shop and a post office. The 17th and the last floor contains a kindergarten and a nursery with the ramp leading to the roof garden and terrace, which includes a gym, open track and a cafe. Let's try to understand the plan of the building. Here Corbusier uses the straight street planning arrangement with the apartments on the both sides facing each other. He determined the room sizes and the building dimensions using the modular system, incorporating human proportions considering a human height of 6 feet, which is 2.26 in meter, and the solar plexus of the human body, which is at a 1.13 meter. In this project, Corbusier uses the less number of dimensions and he repeated those dimensions again and again into the whole project, which amalgamating the idea of golden ratio into the design. To learn more about the red series and blue series and how Corbusier added the modular system into the Unité de Habitation, you can watch this video which talks about the idea of mathematics in architecture. Corbusier is the great master of 20th century, always pioneering the concepts like domino effect, brise soleil and modular system. We can also implement these kind of principles into our design and make architecture more beautiful and elegant. If you follow these principles into your design, your client will appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. See you in the next video. Salute.